Hi, I'm Tori, and today I'm going to be reviewing Einstein's Dreams by Alan Lightman. This is a beautiful collection of little 2 to 3 page thought experiments that examine the nature of time and humanity. So the basic premise of this book is that in 1905, Einstein was about to come up with the theory of relativity, and he is famous for having thought experiments, and that's how he came up with a lot of his big ideas. And so the premise of this book is that these are all little musings that Einstein could have had, and there's kind of daydreams about what the world would be like if time worked in a different way than it actually does. So in every little thought experiment, we basically just see the city of Bern, Switzerland, how it would be if time was relative to speed, or if time was more of a quality than a quantity, or if time flowed backwards, or all kinds of different ways of looking at it. And what makes this so cool is it's not looked at from like an intense sci-fi perspective. About half the stories open with just examining the people walking down the streets and seeing how they relate to each other, and seeing how they would live their lives and think and feel if time worked this way. And it was just so interesting and so beautiful. I took my time with this book, and I would just read 1 or 2 little stories at a time, often kind of at night to help me drift off to sleep. And it was just such a creative and beautiful way of looking at the world. And it was so interesting to think about how these different people's lives would be. And the city started to feel so familiar, and you started to get used to the names of the places, and it felt very cozy almost, and just kind of like you were examining the lives of friends that you knew, and how their lives would be better and worse if time worked differently, and the nature of memory and goals and relationships and just all the things that make life worth living. And it was just such a beautiful, refreshing little book. And I had so much fun reading this and just kind of looking at human nature and seeing how these different people live their lives under different circumstances. This was such a refreshing, elegant little book, and I loved it so much.